thinking I'll video this as long as it'll go and walk back. It's really pretty around here. Although, the top of my scalp hurts right now. I don't even bother trying to video it, Morgellons related though. The stuff never ever quits. It's 24/7. It's always something. It's not always the same thing. There's a host of different things that pop up that will happen, besides weird, creepy, crawly bugs under your skin feeling, or splotches or sores for no reason, or these really light pink spots that will just kind of appear, and they always appear in the same spot. They'll go away and come back again. Or the static electric feeling, like statics all over you and difficulty breathing. That's a real common one. And then the joints just giving out, like my knee will just, 1 minute or one day I'm just fine. What is that? A big bird. Thought it was an owl for a minute, but I don't think it was. Probably a hawk. So my joints will give out or something. It will be like arthritis issues and swollen joints. And then the next time it will be like vertigo and I don't know, anxiety, and then there'll be the creepy crawlies on my scalp, and it'll burn like it's hot. But of course, I have copper in my hat, and it doesn't like copper. Wherever the copper is contacting my skin when I have a Morgellons moment, it's as if my skin just grows Morgellons hairs, and they hook into the copper, and they will snag on it, and it feels like it's pulling hairs. Even if there's no hairs there to be seen, it still feels that way. And it's always, always, always in conjunction with either I'm too close to a power substation, like the big ones, big cell towers, or there's an airplane going over. And for the longest time, I was like, what's the connection? In 2010, they all went to 5G altimeters. 5G altimeter, by its very fucking nature of an altimeter, it has to beam the ground with a 5G signal. So every time a helicopter or an airplane now flies over your home or your campsite or wherever you're at, it's beaming you with high-powered 5G, and not the kind you can send and receive messages with. Not the download stuff 5G. This is just a scrambled 5G high-powered signal. And it's high-powered because it needs to be able to, cut through the fog and the cloud layers if it needs to. It needs to be able to function from way up high. So if you were at 20,000 feet, your signal, which 5G does not travel a long ways very easily. And so that leads me to the conclusion that the aircraft that are flying over us currently in large numbers in all the residential areas, like every single day, for redonkulous numbers of flights, it's their 5G that's fucking people up and bad right now. I mean, chemtrails are bad enough, but you add to it the microwaves, they work in conjunction together. The chems are antennas. The 5G is the wireless signal to it, which electrifies it, which, just like they do with graphene, nanographene, it can use magnetic fields and electronics to self-assemble the particles, and we're filled with them. Our bodies are filled. We're inundated with it. We've been eating them, breathing them, drinking them in the water. It's in everything, so that it mineralizes our body into a different being, really. The new word is that the vacuum cleaner on the scene has the properties of changing something in the RNA and traveling through a placenta wall, something like that, so it can get in your. Anyway, it alters the DNA. It adds another genome or some crap. They say the energy drinks are the taurine and stuff, ginseng and stuff, will have other additives. My head is just burning right where my copper is. See the discoloration? Wherever it's touching the top of my head, and it's excessively orange. I mean, is that sulfur? What's the deal? I don't know. This is burning. I gotta take it off. And this helicopter and airplane are approaching super duper slow. somebody rescue me. Please help me. Help. Help. I'm going to take the long cut. Well, maybe I'm not very particularly busy that way. I gotta put my hat back on too, or I'm going to have bugs in my fucking ears. I don't like bugs in my ears. My ears. Get off my ears, bugs. Have to deal with the pain. No pain, no gain, right? What doesn't kill you only makes you tougher. Alright. What doesn't kill you makes you wish you were dead. Right. That's the song I'm working on. Sounds like a good start, but it kind of fell off after that, so I gotta work on that one again. What doesn't kill you builds up slowly into toxic levels and destroys your quality of life. That's actually how that saying should go. What doesn't kill you builds up slowly, builds up to toxic levels and destroys your quality of life. You're still alive, but you can't do anything that you want to do, anything you want to do, because you have to spend all of your time attending to your ailments and your disorders and your dysfunctions, and then being depressed about it. And that sucks. Welcome to America. Would you like fries with that? Here's your prescription for your cancer medication, but I don't have cancer. You do now. Welcome to freedom. Soon you'll be free from all your cares and worries forevermore. Won't that be great? You didn't know what the land of freedom meant, did you? Should have stayed in El Salvador, Manuel. Look at this thing. Underwater fed new pool. Whoa, frog. There still is animal life here. If you're right close to the water. But get into town, gone. They don't make it that far anymore. Damn, my head is just burning. Like I gotta stick it in the water or something. I hit my head a couple times as I'm working on stuff recently. That's what. Probably. But right here, no. I don't know what that is right there. That's the crown of my head. That's where it feels like the most energy comes out of. It's totally changing the way how much I don't know, jived with the chakras and the this chakra system and the energy flow through the spine. I mean, it's all being supported by my findings. You know, there's Eastern medicine and then there's Western. And, the things I'm experiencing with my Morgellons, which is due to toxic buildup, which is due to metals and EMFs, they're messing it up. So it's not all natural. It's basically a computer enhanced disorder. So you can be, it doesn't respond to antibiotics because it's not biological. It's mechanical in nature. It's like electromechanical disease, and then they can trigger it with frequencies. That simple. However, I digress. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, the chakras. I mean, seriously. Where that stuff is trying to be extruded out of my body or whatever is like near my heart or my solar plexus, my ass. That's what I'm saying. Everywhere. From the crown of my head to the crack of my ass. It's not cool, but it's what I got to deal with. And it's unacknowledged by the medical establishment. So, therefore, you can't get any sort of diagnosis to have as if anything's wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. You better get to work and pay your bills. So you get no breaks on your bills that your child support or anything. They give me food stamps, thank God, or I'd probably starved to death already. Since I had to close the shop because my health was so bad from, this stuff that they don't acknowledge. It's a vicious circle. I'm not talking about complain or try and say that I've never made any mistakes. All my problems are results of the government and this, because clearly, obviously, that's not true for me or anyone. But when your entire society is being lied to and they're all believing it, and then something, you know, covert and bad is happening and you become aware of it, nobody gives a shit. That's what you'll find out quickly. Nobody gives a shit. They're more concerned with their new gadgets and their phones and their cars and their whatever, their hookups than they are about their neighbors, their family, their friends, anything. They don't give a shit. It's all the me since 2000. Me, right? I mean, which I understand. I'm an only child. Believe me, I understand me. But just, I feel like I'm the least like that. I'm like, what the fuck? How does that work? Inverse law or some shit? I don't know. I've developed a theory that if you have brothers and sisters growing up, and you grow up, in town in a very socialized environment, you become jaded and cynical at a young age, and so you start becoming lying and sneaky and backstabbing, and gossipy just by nature, and you assume that everyone else is that way, and so you treat everyone accordingly, and that's what you end up with. And I don't understand that at all. It seems like retarded to me. But I grew up in the forested areas, away from people, pretty much, community. Spent a lot of time, and it was nice when I was growing up. There weren't chemtrails then. There wasn't microwave towers all over the town beaming you. You didn't get loaded with as many vaccines, and I'm sure I missed a few of mine intentionally. I'm trying with any way to pull it off. It's snowing in May. All right, I better keep on moving on. Two airplanes approaching. Lovely.